So we're looking today at how to streamline your transport operation. In particular, we're looking at jobs, how to put jobs on the system and push those out to your driver and the driver app in the cab. So let's log in. So as soon as you've logged in, so what happens is we're going to do a new job. So let's go to jobs. Let's have let's do a new job, and let's set up a job for GSX Fabrications, and let's push that to the driver is John Doe, and the vehicle is a Mercedes Actros. So we have a set destination address. So that would be a quick way of just adding that to the that's our starting address. And what we want to do now is have a collection address, and let's put that for London Luton Airport. So it should show up now. So we're collecting from there, and let's collect 12 pallets. Okay, that's the details of the job. Let's save that. We need another one. Let's go to let's deliver these pallets now to Gatwick Airport. So that's where we're delivering the pallets for. Okay. So now then, once we've done that, let's come back to base. So let's just move that now to the bottom. So you've got a journey starting, you've got a journey finishing the same destination, and in between there we've got London Luton Airport, London Gatwick, we've got a collection, and we've got a delivery. So as easy as that. Now what we're going to do is calculate the mileage. It also calculates the hours for us for that journey. But let's say we want to do a plus 20% to just allow for problems. And let's say we're going to do this at 5 o'clock tonight, 1700 hours. So there we have it. There we have the job all set up, ready to go. So let's create that job. And what we can end up is a draft status. Let's just edit that now, and we can flow through the check-in sort of situation to make sure we've got everything in place. We've got a mileage, we've got an hours amount, and we've got a start time. So we should be able to now push that through to the scheduler, and let's do the slot as John. So let's update the job. So here we have the new job, which is this one here. And what we're going to do now is, now it's on the scheduler, what we should be able to do is access that job on the Android device. So I'm going to start the Android device now. And what we're going to do is, first we have to log in as the driver. So let me just do that. Okay, so here we are. This is the first screen. If we go to loads across the bottom there, here's the job. This is what the driver sees. So we can click the job and tells us where we are starting from. We're going to London Luton Airport, London Gatwick Airport, back to base. So let's start that job. So back on the jobs screen now, what you can do is just do a refresh. This is now changed to in progress. So you've got a dashboard telling you what jobs have started, what's in progress, what's scheduled, what's completed, etc. So back on the Android app now, this is what we're just concentrating now on what the driver's going to do. So let's say that this is where we're starting from. So let's just mark arrived and mark completed. It's kind of like a dummy job really, that one, just to let you know it's started. But I will just show you on the job section exactly what you can see in the flow here. We've got with the status is now in progress. And also if you look at the journey stops, we've also got a completed stop, so that lets you know that the driver started that process. So back on the Android app here, so the driver sitting in the cab at the depot, the starting point. Let's say that he sees us taking 12 pallets to Luton. So let's navigate to that. So the map is initiated, and that is really just the standard sat-nav sort of situation, and you would navigate to London Luton Airport by using the sat-nav. So the driver arrives at London Luton Airport, so let's say Mark arrived, and let's just go back to the screen here and let's kind of go and have a look and see what the screen looks like. So what we're seeing now is that we'll see a arrived status on that stop, and so the driver can back on the Android app marks completed. So that's done for the driver now, and the next one for the driver is London Gatwick Airport, so we can navigate to that. So back again, navigate works, and the driver would then set off for that location following the sat nav. And the driver arrives, mark arrived. You can do mark failed or mark arrived. Let's do mark completed, and that completes that stop. And now your driver would see its base address, so it's back to base. So the driver would be able to press navigate again, and the sat nav takes the driver home. Mark arrived, mark completed, and the driver could then scroll to the top and complete the job. So that sort of concludes the driver app. Let's now just focus on back on the screen here. So let's go to jobs again. Let's just see if there's any change in the status of this job is now completed. And if we go to edit that, we can see that the stops have all been completed. So that's a bit of a quick run through of how you set up a job, how you push jobs to the Android device, and how your driver will know where to go to and what to deliver, and use the navigation steps to get there. So if you've got any questions, feel free to drop us a line and get in contact. Thanks for your attention this afternoon. Bye.